We're already through to the World Cup of 2018 in Russia, but we've got two important matches today to make sure we're as high up in the world rankings as possible when those all-important groups are drawn, and you'll probably see that at the end of the episode. Hey guys, welcome back to some more Football Manager 2017 and part 3 of the road to world number 1 with England. And today we have the big derby match against Scotland away from home before finishing off the qualifying section against Slovakia in the next match. And as I said, since the last episode we've actually done alright. We played... who did we play? We played Slovenia the last time I seen you and got beat 3-1, which was terrible. But then we beat Slovakia 3-1. Luke Shaw, Harry Kane and Jamie Vardy scoring there. But then disappointingly only drew 1-1 with South Africa. And it's been a little bit up and down since then as well. We beat Scotland in March 2-1. Gary Cahill and Harry Kane scoring for us there. But then we disappointingly drew 2-2 against Kosovo with Walcott and Oxlade-Chamberlain combining there. And then we beat Malta 2-0 in June, Barkley and Walcott scoring there, before losing 1-0 in a friendly to Switzerland, which, you know, give or take, I wasn't too bothered about that, but they are 27th in the world, so maybe we should have been beating them. But then we bounced back with a 4-0 victory over Lithuania in the most recent qualifiers. Harry Kane getting a hat-trick there, John Stones also scoring, and then most recently we beat Slovenia 4-1, Harry Kane getting a couple and Gary Cahill as well as an own goal. So that means that we are already through. We're 8 points clear at the top of Group 6. And well, I don't think we're doing too bad. Is there anybody with a 100% record? Belgium, 100% record. But, you know, everybody else are doing much about how we are. So, yeah, if we can go and get a couple of victories today, I think we can go into the World Cup very, very confident. And here we go then. This is the team that is going to be taking on Scotland today. Unfortunately, Harry Kane's got a bout of food poisoning, so he won't be taking part today. But this is the starting 11, and you can have a quick scout along the secondary lads. We're going to actually bring Klein in as well. Maybe Shaw. No, Shaw's condition's bad. But Fraser Forster starting goal. He's established himself as the England number 1. He's had a decent season, a couple of seasons at Southampton. Jack Butland made it back into the team, but he hasn't done that well this season. And Joe Hart, don't know, I'm just not sure about him. He's back at Man City and playing games, so we'll see at the end of the season whether he comes along with us to the World Cup. But Klein, Dyer, Keane and Rose will start in defence. Bit of a weakened defence, I guess, but I don't know, I prefer Dyer and Keane over Smalling and Jones. We've got Danny Rose at left back, of course, instead of Luke Shaw today. Dele Alli and Jordan Henderson will start in the middle, with Raheem Sterling, Adam Lallana and Danny Welbeck starting behind Troy Deeney up front, who still hasn't scored an international goal after 3 caps, but he's had a couple of very, very good seasons in the Premier Leagues, 20 and 38 last year and 3 and 8 already this year. So let's get into it. It's a nervous one against Scotland, away from home. We could easily get beat. By the way, we're up to 11th in the world rankings after our performance in September. So, you know, take that as you will. I reckon England should at least be a top 10 team, but we'll have to work on that as we go through to the World Cup. We'll have to make sure we pitch the friendlies at the right sort of level, depending on which group we get at the end of this episode. I think they're traditionally drawn in December, so obviously after the Slovakia match, we'll sort of continue on a bit and see what the group draw is. But that was a pretty poor first half, to say the least. I think we're actually going to bring Daniel Sturridge on up front instead of Troy Deeney. I just think Sturridge will probably do a better job. Well, here's Henderson, now Dele Alli to Sterling. 55 minutes gone. Raheem Sterling not having a good game, is he? We'll bring on James Ward-Prowse on the right-hand side. That's not a very inspiring substitution, is it? We'll take that off. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll move Lallana out wide, and we'll play him as an advanced playmaker on support, and we'll play Ross Barkley as an advanced playmaker on attack, and we'll see what that does to the dynamics of the team. A draw, I guess, isn't the end of the world, but we would like to beat Scotland away from home. That is a target of ours. 70 minutes gone now. We're just not looking dangerous at all, are we? Who do we bring on? I mean, there's nobody particularly inspiring there. We'll bring on Demarai Gray and see what he can do. He was very good for me on last year's game when we were England manager, so you never know. But here's Scotland on the attack. Morrison to goal, and Rhodes hits the bar. Wow, Snodgrass had a chance as well. Robertson into the middle, and it is a corner to Scotland. Can we get it away? Ritchie into the middle, it's away. Now here's Dele Alli for a counter-attack of our own, and Sturridge must have messed that up somehow. Northern Ireland having a good performance. Here's Rose. Now forward to Barkley, and that is full-time, 0-0. Bit of a boring match, to be honest with you. Just didn't really produce anything good, did it? Yeah, Keane on form for England. That was his debut, actually, and he got a man of the match rating. So we must have been solid defensively, and that's only a good thing, because against better teams we're going to need to do that. But hopefully we can finish off the qualifying section with a bang, and we'll see that against Slovakia. Just a couple of changes to let you know about. We're staying with an unchanged defence. Actually, no, we're bringing in Luke Shaw because Danny Rose is suspended. So I tell you a lie, we've got all new central midfield. Mark Noble in decent form for West Ham, to be honest with you. He's had a couple of good seasons at the start of this save. I think he deserves a chance. James Ward-Prowse will also get a chance in the middle. We're actually going to play him as an advanced playmaker. We're going to have Ross Barkley behind the striker and Sterling and Welbeck on either side of Harry Kane, who returns from his food poisoning. And hopefully he'll get a couple of goals today. Now then, Slovakia has second, so we can do Scotland a bit of a favour here if they go and beat Slovenia away from home, which we couldn't do. And we managed to beat Slovakia. Scotland will finish second. And they have already gone 1-0 up against Slovenia. So Noble into the middle and Shaw heads wide. But a positive start at least. We've had a chance on goal. 25 minutes gone. Not too much happening. Yet again, it's really disappointing. Here's Kane. Oh dear. Dyer. Oh. Michael Keane gets it away. But at half time it's going to be 0-0 again. Surely we're not going to have 2 0-0s in the qualifying section in a row. Sterling's going to come off. We're going to bring Demarai Gray on. I don't know, I'm out of ideas really. Theo Walcott injured, which is a shame. He's the real creative force of this team. 55 minutes gone. We're actually going to change tactic here, and we're going to put Gray in behind the striker, and we're going to move Barkley there, swap all these about a little bit, play him as that, and we'll bring in Troy Deeney up front with Harry Kane. I'll play him as a defensive forward on support and see if that sparks us into life. He has Welbeck forward to Harry Kane. Might not need to. He has Noble now, Gray, Barkley, Barrow. Oh, Keane gets it away. Keane's looked solid in the first 2 matches of his England career. 62 minutes gone now. We're just not doing anything. It's really annoying. Barkley is going to come off. We're going to bring Dele Alli on now. See what he can do. He's quite tired, so probably nothing. Got 15 minutes to go, and we're going to have 2 0-0s in this episode. How disappointing. How disappointing. Keane to Gray. Ward-Prowse to Gray. Dele Alli. Shaw, that's forward to Troy Deeney, who puts it in the back of the net. Troy Deeney gets his first international goal. I tell you what, that was unexpected. Oh, and that's a big relief for me. I can imagine the media would be on the back if we'd went 2 0-0s to see out the qualifying section of the World Cup. Are we going to see a highlight, or is it not going to load? Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Well, there was Deeney and managed to smack it into the back of the net. I should have went defensive, shouldn't I? Oh, it's away. Oh, dear me. Get it away. Here's Kane now, Deeney. Forward Gray, and he puts it into the back of the net. 2 of the most unlikely sources of England goals. Demarai Gray and Troy Deeney. And, well, I tell you what, 2-0 we'll take it. We don't deserve it at all, but we'll certainly take it. And good tackle by Dele Alli there. Here's Gray. And he could have had 2 there. But we're going to close out the qualifying section with 25 points and a victory in the bag. So team secure second spot. It looks like Scotland just missed out in the end. That's such a shame. That is such a shame. So I'm assuming Scotland must have... Did they win? Yeah, they did win. Fair enough. Very unlucky. I don't quite know what's going on there then. But anyway, I don't know why they've only got 11 points. Is it the best 8 games that they played? Or something like that? Italy are there. Holland, Switzerland, Greece. A lot of interesting teams there. Let's just have a look at and see who's impressed. Portugal, European champions, of course. They impressed. 28 points for Germany. The World Cup holdouts looking very, very strong. Denmark actually looking very strong. 8 wins and a draw, and only 1 defeat, and that was against Romania. We looked okay, 25 points. 30 points out of 30 for Belgium, though. That's an interesting one. I think they're going to go quite far in the tournament, and surely they'll be ones to avoid when we get to the qualifying. The group stage draw, and I'll see you for that in just a second. Here we are, ready for the draw. Then let's get into it. It's certainly going to be an intense one. I mean, the first seeds, we're unlucky not to be in that, to be honest with you, because if we look at the world rankings, where do you see this? We're currently in 10th. We did get up to 9th, but we have dropped 1 in the last month after the friendlies that we played. But we beat Bulgaria 2-1, Daniel Sturridge and Demarai Gray scoring there, and then we beat DR Congo 3-2. Harry Kane, James Ward-Prowse and Wayne Rooney on the score sheet. Yes, that's right, Wayne Rooney got a rare chance back in the squad. But Germany leading the world rankings. They're obviously the World Cup holders as well, and it is going to be very, very interesting. We're not one of the second seeds, we're actually one of the 4th seeds, so that's going to be interesting. We're going to be in a group with one of them guys, and that is terrifying. So here we go. Might as well draw the first seeds out. What groups would we like to avoid? B, definitely. C, D, E, F, G, even maybe even H. I think A is the best one for us because it's Russia, the hosts. But second team's coming out now. Iran, Haiti, USA. Is Haiti in the World Cup? That's crazy talk. Wow. South Korea, Japan, Australia, Honduras and Mexico, Congo, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, goodness me, that's crazy, Ecuador, Ghana, Austria, Greece and Cameroon are the third seeds, so we want to be this one out. That's France, so we're going to get somebody tough. Poland, we want to avoid Belgium, Denmark get them. We all know England versus Portugal's record. Holland to go there. Brazil would be a tough one. Croatia. We're either playing Argentina, Uruguay, or Colombia. We know the history against Argentina. We know what happened in 2014 when we were in a group with Uruguay, and Colombia are a no mean feat. Spain get Argentina. We get Uruguay, and it looks like who got the? It must have been Mexico that got the last spot there. Goodness me, Spain 12th, we're above them. Where are Uruguay in the world rankings? They are 6th. Obviously Luis Suarez, we're going to have to avoid him. But I think we could be quite confident of getting through that group. We should be able to beat Greece, touch wood, and we should be able to beat Honduras, touch wood. But yeah, that is the World Cup decided, and that is when you guys are next going to see me. We're going to be, look forward to Russia trip. We're going to have to arrange the friendlies. We'll do that off camera though. That is going to be the next episode. We'll be opening up the World Cup campaign against Greece. That is going to be interesting. We might even do it daily. Let us know down in the comments if that's something that you would be interested in. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure that you do leave a like. It really does mean a lot for me and for the channel. And I hope to see you guys in the near future. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.